clean that off at least once a month. You check that, make sure it's open, okay? And every day you take that lid off. There's a filter. That's thing. It's about that big, stainless steel filter. You unscrew that and you rinse that off every day at the end of the day in the waste tank. Let me show you where it is. Because if you don't clean that every day, and if you don't make sure this elbow stays unobstructed, then what happens is you get too much restriction on the blower. And when you unscrew this, you unscrew it here. You don't grab the back of it and twist it, because it'll come unglued. You grab it right up front here and then twist it. See? And you just rinse that off. The outside of it.
Every day.
Every day. Okay? Otherwise, it's like holding your hand over the vacuum and it's loading the blower, and then the blower's loading the fan belts to the engine, and you wear your fan belts out too quick. Okay? And you wear your engine and your blower out too quick too. And this doesn't have to be on there tight like it was, just a little bit. Because it's vacuum, it's not going to get loose, it's going to get tight. So anyway, you got this.
You said catch the front, right? Instead of the back.
Yeah, don't grab that back of it. Grab it right up front here. Okay, so there we go. I got that on there. Now, I do want to start it. Do we have a flashlight? I want to tell.
Did you tell what this right out here was for?
Huh? This is to lubricate the blower. At the end of the day, the last job of the day, before you shut it off, you open this while it's still running. When it's on idle and you're getting ready to, you're cooling it down, and you spray a little liquid wrench or WD-40 in there for like 2 or 3 seconds, and you close it and you shut it the rest of the way off. Okay. Every job, you idle it down before you turn the engine off. You idle it down, and you open this up all the way and let cold water go through that heat exchanger to cool it down before you shut it off. You don't want to turn it off with hot water in the heat exchanger. I mean, most machines don't even have a bypass valve to do that with, but it'll keep you from having to descale it all the time.
Okay, so you say you idle it down and you open this up.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, you close this, and that'll rinse all that chemical out. When you're on bypass, you've got approximately a gallon a minute coming through the bypass. The other 2 gallons a minute this pump pumps, because it's a 3 gallon per minute pump, is going in a circle from here to the regulator, out the bypass of the regulator, back into the intake of the pump. As it goes in a circle, it's taking up heat off of the head of the pump that's built up from friction. And as it gets hotter and hotter, that water is approaching 160 degrees. That's the temperature at which it can damage the valves inside the pump. So this is called a thermal relief valve, and it's set at 145 degrees. At 145 degrees, it opens up and squirts hot water out here, causing cold water to be sucked in here from the hose. And that's going to keep the pump from damaging itself. So when you start it, this is your throttle. There's off, there's on, go to about half on, a third to half on. Here's your choke. Start with your choke all the way on. You're going to hit it for a second, turn it off, and then start to back that choke off until you find where it starts to run good. And after about a minute, you turn the choke the rest of the way off. But it only needs about half choke to run. It just full choke for a second. Start to flood out, turn a little less choke, turn the choke off a little bit, it starts to pick up again. It's like it's telling you that the sensor senses water pressure. If I turn that water hose off, this light would go off and the engine would die. Yeah, so you can't accidentally run the pump dry. So we thought of that. Good stuff, yeah. Now, when you're running it, give it about a minute, then we're going to shut the choke the rest of the way off and we'll idle it up. Once it's warmed up, then you always run a little bit of bypass when you're sitting there playing with it so that it doesn't overheat. Okay? Just a little bit. That's about the amount of water you use cleaning carpet right there. It ain't much. Yeah, it ain't much. Not even that much. Not like that, really.
So you always had it going all the time?
No. When you do upholstery, you want to leave it at about there all the time. Right about there. When you're not doing upholstery, you shut that off. I'm just doing it now while I'm starting it up, just so it doesn't overheat, okay? Alright, now, you want to run it when you're doing the pre-spray at about 2,000. Just fast idle like that. Then after I'm through pre-spraying, I hook the wand up, I'm going to take it up to 3,000. Not the 2,900 and 3,100. RPM. Alright, here. You then you pre-spray, see? We're going to soak down. Just like that. Oh, there's a spot there. You go like that on the spot. See, like that? See? Oh, I get to clean under my desk. That's good. Now, I don't like it going up and down. I turn this to where it goes this way when you go back.
Oh, wide. Okay.
We'll change it, okay? See, there's a little spot. See, you don't flood it. When you do like a room or two of pre-spray at a time.
Now, no, that's pretty good stuff to do it. No.
That's real good stuff. Oh, gum. Okay, now, see? I'm not able to take that off. Oh, wait. I close it, release the pressure. Voila! Now, will you set that right out there for me? Hey, you got it? Now we're going to hook up the wand, and we're going to open that, okay? That's what's leaking. Always turn your wand upside down and set it down. You don't set it down on all that stuff, okay?
Now you go up to 3,000.
Yeah. Make sure you got a cup of black and full of water. Coming, see? Going a little bit coming up. Doesn't have to be a lot. Just a little bit, like that. Good enough. Just a little. Yeah. Okay, so you'll open it till you see a little bubble coming up. When you see it moving a little, that's good enough. Turn that off. Ready? Come on.
Oh, that's in that menu out there?
This is carpet cleaning instructions.
I'll just write it
Now,
down.
when I'm setting this down, you open that a little bit. Now it's on bypass a little bit. There's water coming, spraying from here into here and going up into here. Okay, now there's water passing through the heat exchanger. I can talk to you and I'm not hurting anything. Nothing's
Okay,
overheating.
so-
Okay,
so
Now
otherwise
feel
you had
that,
that
feel that
closed?
water? Feel it's already hot? Feel it?
Okay, if I had that closed, then that would
That'd
make
be overheating by now. It'll overheat in 90 seconds. When it's at operating temperature, it'll overheat in 30 seconds.
So you always keep that like that. And then when you get to go ahead to clean, you turn it off.
Turn it off. If your
You got
phone
more.
rings, somebody says, "Can I ask you a quick question?" You say, "Yes, sir." Hold on. You open that
Hold on,
about
just
halfway
hold on
like
a
that.
little bit, yeah.
About halfway.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna start cleaning again. See that? Turn that off. I go like this, look. I do a rinse stroke. Then I go to the top and do a dry stroke. Then I do a rinse stroke. Then I go to the top and do a dry stroke. Then I do a rinse stroke. Then I do a dry stroke. Then I do a rinse stroke. Then a dry stroke. Then I do a rinse stroke. Then a dry stroke. Then I do a rinse stroke. Dry stroke. Or the other way to do it, and this is a matter of preference, okay? Some people do it like this. They do rinse, 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 dry, 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 dry,